Well, hello there. This is my first official video. Today I am going to be talking about the flawed prison system here in the U.S. See, um, we have privatized prisons, which is a problem because this turns prisons into a business. And what do businesses do? They exist to make money, to make profit. And because of this, there's no incentive for them to actually rehabilitate the inmates. That's why I have overpopulation. It's another contributing factor is the fact that when a convicted felon gets out of prison, he cannot get a job, he cannot get housing, he cannot get a lot of things that are just standard fare for most people. So how are they supposed to survive? Well, they can't do honest work, so they have to go back to doing dishonest work. This leads them back in prison, and the cycle continues. And the more inmates the prison has, the more funding they get, the more profit they get. It's sad, but it's true. Those close to me have experienced this, and it's not inescapable, obviously, but it is a problem, a big enough problem where, and I hate to use this word because it's often used by feminists, and that will be another video, but it's systemic, kind of how they're treated. In my eyes, if you did the crime, and you do the time, you get your rights back. At least that's how it should be. Alright? Break the law again, you go to jail again. But until that happens, you are treated like a human being who has his rights back. You know, it's really difficult to come up with a solution, but I feel like the first step would be stopping private prisons. Now, not knowing, being one that doesn't really know how things like that come to be, not in, like, as far as, politics go, I don't know how they'd go about doing that, but I know it needs to be done. It needs to be in the hands of the state, and there needs to be standards, higher standards than there is currently. I was going to get my friend on for this video and have it be, a bit lighthearted and funny, since when we get together, we're actually, well, we amuse ourselves, and I figured it might be fun to share that. But due to technical difficulties and my severe inexperience in making YouTube videos, it's impossible right now. But he does have a channel with one of his other friends. I believe it's called The Chemical Atheist. It's not very big. It's about the same as mine. So, if at all you're interested in this kind of stuff. And I hear theirs are more, they're more towards, like, the funny. They like, I guess they kind of, like, make fun of stupid people. Standard fare, but entertaining nevertheless. So go check that out. And if you do, say I sent you. This is Ash, and this has been my thoughts on the prison system. Thank you for watching.